Hey guys, what's up? Time for another game theory video, sort of, kind of just rambly video. If you like these videos, like, sub, so like, comment, share, support the channel if you want. So, kind of another story that happened just last night, and that really drives home this idea for me, and that I know the video game community, probably especially fighting games, they want to act like execution is not a skill, right? So I remember I had written that I was hoping I could find my old CVS2 video, right? And then I was going to upload it. You can find people talking about it on the internet, but I can't find any link that works. So I was like, maybe I will go back and try to redo the CVS2 video just for something to do, right? And did you know that I can't even do basically a fireball on an arcade stick anymore, dude? It is crazy. It has been so long since I first got sick now. And, I had surgery on my hands. And, even that last Evo I went to, I got second in the Alpha tournament. And I think I got 12th in the Super Turbo Hyper Fighting Street Fighter 2 tournament, whatever it was. And I told the story like APOC even came up to me and he was like, Clayton, why are you playing on a pad now? And I'm like, dude, my body is getting so bad, I can't really hold an arcade stick anymore, And that was what? Christ. Was that almost 15 years ago? I forget how long ago it was. It was a long time ago, right? But Christ, man. Anyway, the point is, so I was like, shit, I can't even redo the CVS2 video even if I wanted to. Because it's not like my health is not magically better. People are like, oh, you have muscles, you must be able to work out. I've said before, dude, I've never even lifted 50 pounds before. I do mostly body weight stuff, lightweight stuff, and band stuff. You know what I mean? And that's why even for something like video games, I had to almost completely teach myself to play on pad. Because I just don't have that dexterity and I can't do the same things with my hands and fingers anymore. And, for CVS2, because I was going to tell the story of, the KIM Infinite, right? And I was like, well, maybe I can do some of these other combos in CVS2. I can try to hook up a pad and, do it like that, of course. But for the KIM Infinite is really a pretty kind of dexterity, kind of arcade, more so specific thing, right? And, trying to do it, I was like, fuck, I can't even really do a fucking fireball anymore. I'm so far gone. Dude, like I actually, the KIM Infinite is funny because people, and I've always said this, people, a lot of people still try to give me credit for the KIM Infinite in CVS2. And, it's probably because, I was the first person, I guess, to actually show it off in matches, and the Japanese actually made a video giving me credit for it. But I've always said the idea was not mine. And the idea of something is still very important because some people are not even smart enough to come up with an idea. And I've always said it was the Cyrec guys, whatever, however you pronounce their names, which they might have even been task guys, whatever, but they were the people that originally, they had the idea, KIM had an infinite if you just stayed in the switch stance. But it was like, how would you do that? And man, you know what? Trying to do it as an adult when I can barely even hold an arcade stick anymore, to think that I came up with the idea of, I was like, I was, like I said, I was winning tournaments before I could even drive. So however old I was, I was like, well, what if you just negative edge it? Because then you don't have to press the buttons as fast and it's more humanly possible. And I was just holding the arcade stick and I'm like, I can't believe I came up with a way to do the infinite as a kid. That is pretty goddamn fucking insane, right? And it's down, down, roundhouse, hold roundhouse, down, down, little punch, let go, roundhouse, hold roundhouse. But hopefully if you can imagine holding that with your fingers, that's kind of an arcade stick thing, right? And so I was like, well, fuck, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll try to, maybe I can try to switch the buttons on a pad or something and hold it with my fingers in some way. But the point is, there's a dexterity skill. And it really just goes to show you, people want to act like execution doesn't matter in games, but execution does matter, right? Execution is a part of video games, and you know, so many people, they just macro every button. Macroing used to be just a courtesy to pad players, and now people legitimately, you know, they use macros as a clutch. You know what I mean? Just macroing every button, anything to make anything easier, and it just takes away the skill from games. And like I said, I guess, you know what, I've always said, you know, Cyrec are the people that came up with it, and I don't deserve the credit. You know what I mean? But I guess I deserve some more credit than I thought for being a pretty clever fucking kid for coming up with it. Because man, I'm like, I was flabbergasted last night thinking, how the fuck did I think of this as a kid, dude? Like, man, dude. And I remember there was that one tournament I was in Toronto. If anyone actually watches my channel is old enough to remember that, I was actually playing a match of CVS2 in the tournament, and people were like, how do you do the KIM Infinite? And while I was playing, I said how to do it. And that's why I realized it's like down, down, roundhouse, hold roundhouse, down, down, little punch, let go, roundhouse, hold roundhouse. It's like a fucking Rain Man thing or something like that, right? It's pretty weird, but man, yeah, it's kind of sad too, because it really just shows, man, you know, I know I said before in some of the house stuff, I had fallen down the stairs at the end of last year, and man, I've had a lot of problems since then. Like, it has taken a long time to recover, and I have like a little bit of I have this, like, I've been in physical therapy now for it again as well. I have a small bit of scoliosis, and I actually get some nerve damage just from that, pain in my hands just from my neck stuff from that. So falling down the stairs, man, that really exacerbated this small bit of scoliosis that I have in my back, and it's like going up into my neck, and it's, Jesus fucking Christ, man, it's making my hand problem even worse. You know, that's one of those things, like, people, you think I had surgery on my hands, so I'm just automatically, I got better or something hand-wise. Like, no, these autoimmune diseases and all this other shit, they did not magically get better, dude. But anyway, I'm just really telling that story because I think if you think about it on a deeper level, it's like, wow, can you imagine a guy, again, Cyrec, they came up with the idea, and then I worked out the idea to make it humanly possible, so to speak, I guess you could say, and I showed it was possible. But imagine someone doing that, and it's probably a pretty famous combo for the game, and now they're so far gone in their health, they can't even do it. And people try to act like execution doesn't matter in games, you know. That's why I'm very proud of everything that I've done in video games. You know, I never used macros for those combo videos. You know, people are trying to say humanly impossible Kai combos that I did as B&Bs and matches and stuff like that. So, yeah, execution matters. And I just thought that was an interesting story because I was thinking about it last night. Anyway, the end.